everyone, and welcome into a late night discussion here. It is Monday night, April 1st, just after 11:50 p.m. here, so we're going to be approaching midnight here shortly, so we'll keep this discussion fairly short tonight, but I did want to hop on and talk a little bit about the severe weather situation we've been seeing across the state, which is going to continue through overnight tonight. Also, into Tuesday morning and Tuesday afternoon, we'll be seeing severe weather potential across portions of the state. And then we are also going to be looking at the potential for some snow. Yes, some accumulating snow possible across portions of the state as well as we work, especially Tuesday into Wednesday, though that snow may linger a little bit for some areas into Thursday as well. But with that said, here we are starting off tonight with a wide view of the regional radar here across the central United States. And you could see here we do have a lot of precipitation ongoing here across the central United States. A lot of this is rain and thunderstorm activity all the way from Pennsylvania, the Ohio Valley, through the mid-Mississippi Valley here across Illinois, Missouri, down into the plains, the southern plains, seeing some severe weather across Oklahoma and Texas as well. So this storm system is very wide-reaching across the central United States here today. Of note, we do have a lot of rainfall occurring that has been occurring this afternoon and evening across portions of central Illinois. There have been some areas that have picked up between 1 to 2, even 3 inches of rain here in some localized corridors across portions of south central Illinois here this afternoon, this evening, and now into tonight, and that has caused some localized flooding for some areas. Another thing we're watching for here is some severe thunderstorm activity from eastern Oklahoma up into southern Missouri and now moving back into southern Illinois. We are now seeing some severe weather once again tonight. The good news is so far today, the severe weather has not met the expectations that we had going into today. Things have been fairly underwhelming severe weather-wise across the state so far today and into tonight so far. But as I mentioned here, we do have severe thunderstorms across southern Illinois, southern Missouri, back down into Oklahoma, and this activity is all going to move across a good chunk of southern Illinois here overnight tonight. So we are going to continue to watch for that severe thunderstorm potential through the overnight hours and the morning hours on Tuesday here over the next several hours. So with that said here, let's take a look at a couple of our weather forecast models just to give you an idea of what we're seeing right now and what we are expecting. And as you can see here, once again, this particular model, this is the HRRR model, one of those short-term high-resolution models. And as you can see here, it is picking up all that activity that I showed you on the radar here. Heavy rain across central Illinois, severe weather now moving back into southern Illinois, down into southern Missouri, and then down back into Oklahoma, I mentioned as well. And as we go through the overnight hours, you can see how this activity continues to affect some of the same areas. You're going to continue to pick up periods of rain overnight across central Illinois and then across southern Illinois. You can see that more vigorous activity. We're going to continue to hold on to a severe weather risk overnight tonight, as I mentioned, across southern Illinois and even into Tuesday morning. And then as we move deeper into Tuesday morning and during the afternoon on Tuesday, we're going to see the main area of low pressure move from Missouri up into Illinois, eventually over Lake Michigan here. That's going to be the track of the low pressure center. And as we get later into the morning, the middle of the day, even the early afternoon on Tuesday, we're going to start to see this cold front really develop and move in off towards the northeast here, and we are expecting a new round of showers and thunderstorms to develop along and ahead of that cold front here from eastern down into southern Illinois, and then this activity is really going to take off as it heads eastward into the Ohio Valley. They could be dealing with quite a severe weather day across Indiana, Ohio, down into Kentucky as well. And that activity, like I said, is really going to first start to get going here across eastern, southern Illinois, off into Indiana, Indiana, and then it'll move off into the Ohio Valley where they're expecting a pretty big severe weather day. Taking a look here at one more of our weather forecast models here, another short-term model. As you can see here, it is doing a pretty good job tonight showing that severe weather activity from southern Missouri now moving back into southern Illinois once again. And similarly to the last model I showed you, the last forecast model, as we move through the overnight hours tonight, you can see it keeps the most potent activity, which could have a severe weather threat with it overnight tonight and into Tuesday morning. That's going to be down there across southern Illinois. And then even as we go into Tuesday morning here, you're going to notice how we're going to have some activity flare up during the morning, midday, and early afternoon hours once again across eastern and southern Illinois as that low pressure really starts get going. We got that cold front sweeping through. That activity will develop a new round during the later morning, midday, and afternoon hours, and that activity will quickly sweep off towards the east. So by the time we get to late afternoon and evening, the severe weather threat will have come to an end across the state of Illinois. So with that said here, let's take a look at a couple of our forecast graphics here. So on the screen right now is our updated severe weather forecast for the remainder of tonight and into Tuesday morning. And you will notice here that we are holding on to a severe weather risk across much of southern Illinois, as I mentioned, for overnight tonight. That is where we're expecting severe weather to be possible. As I did mention, we're starting to see some severe weather now move into parts of southern Illinois once again tonight, and we're going to have probably a couple of rounds of activity move across parts of southern Illinois here tonight. So that is why we are holding on, as you can see here, up to a level 3 severe thunderstorm risk is still in place across southern Illinois for overnight tonight. That includes the I-70 corridor, and that also includes the I-64 corridor as well down here across portions of southern Illinois. So once again, continued severe weather risk overnight tonight across southern Illinois. And into Tuesday morning as well. Now, speaking of Tuesday itself, we're going to start off with a severe weather risk lingering across southern Illinois Tuesday morning, and then we could see a new round of activity develop along that cold front during the late morning, middle of the day, kind of early afternoon time frame. And then that activity that will develop along the cold front will quickly then move off towards the east. So like I said, by the time we get to late afternoon, the severe weather threat will have come to an end here across the state of Illinois. But with that said, during the morning, midday, early afternoon, maybe mid-afternoon hours, we'll be watching for that severe weather threat here across eastern down into southern Illinois for your Tuesday. So with that said here, let's hop on the local radar right now. We do have some snow to talk about, but I still want to focus in here on the severe weather threat just a little bit here. So I'm going to pull up the current radar, and I'm going to get to a couple of comments and questions here. See, Tasha checking in from the St. Louis area. You actually have some severe weather moving through the St. Louis area right now. There actually is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect as of right now. It is now midnight. So we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now as of midnight for the St. Louis area. There have been some reports of some hail and some damaging winds in the St. Louis area over the past hour and a half. And then earlier this evening, we actually saw a severe thunderstorm move through the St. Louis area earlier this evening that produced some very large hail and some damaging winds as well. So this is the second round of severe weather activity that we have seen move through the St. Louis area this evening and tonight. So once again, you are seeing some severe weather in the St. Louis area right now. We're also watching this complex of severe thunderstorms move through south central Missouri right now, and we're keeping an eye on that because that activity is actually going to move into southern Illinois overnight tonight. So that's why we're holding on to that severe weather risk across southern Illinois for tonight, because we are expecting the additional opportunities for some severe weather to continue to be possible overnight tonight. All right here. Continuing on here, I do see a couple of folks mentioning the snow. I will get to the snow potential here coming up in just a moment here. Just want to get to a couple more comments and questions from some folks here. And I see we have Denise checking in from Belfato, Illinois. That's down there in the St. Louis area. The severe weather threat is probably going to stay just to your south now for the rest of tonight, but you most definitely will pick up on some showers and thunderstorms overnight tonight. Also, see Tessa checking in from the Fayette County area. That's down there right along the I-70 corridor. You're going to still be under the risk for some severe weather here over the next couple of hours. You actually have some strong thunderstorms moving your way in Fayette County here over the next couple of hours, so be on the lookout for a continued severe weather risk as well. Also, we have Sarah checking in here from rural Cutler. That's down there in far southwestern Illinois, off to the northwest of the Carbondale area. You are going to be under the risk for some severe weather overnight tonight and into Tuesday morning as well. So definitely have a weather radio or some form of way that you could get some warning in case any of warnings are issued for your area. Lisa checking in from Madison. You're going to be picking up some rain showers at times tonight, but no severe weather around your area. We have Debbie checking in from the Casey area. You're right along the I-70 corridor. You're getting some showers and thunderstorms tonight, and we're still watching for a severe weather threat up around your area as well for the next several hours. All right, here we also have Kai checking in from the Clinton County area down around the Marion area. You're going to have a severe weather threat overnight tonight and into Tuesday morning as well. So keep an eye to the weather conditions overnight tonight and into Tuesday morning as well. I see we have Rachel checking in here from the New Berlin area. Thank you for tuning in tonight. You're up around I-72. That's right around the Springfield area. You're getting some rain and thunderstorms tonight, but your severe weather threat has come to an end for tonight. So that's some good news for the Springfield area. Also see Tyler checking in from the Robinson area. That's down there towards the southeastern portion of Illinois there, off to the east of the Effingham area. You're seeing some showers and thunderstorms head your way tonight. Also going to be looking at a continued chance for some severe weather down around your neck of the woods overnight tonight as well. So we got to some comments and questions there. So let's take a peek at the snow potential now, because as I did mention, we are going to be watching for the chance of some snow with this storm system as well. So starting off here Tuesday morning, we're going to really start to see this area of low pressure deepens as it heads off to the northeast on the day on Tuesday here. You can see some cold air has filtered in here Tuesday morning and has already changed some of that rain over to snow across parts of central Wisconsin down into Iowa as well. And as we head into the middle of the day on Tuesday and Tuesday afternoon, this area of low pressure is really going to start to deepen as it continues to head off towards the northeast. Colder air filtering in just a little bit on the backside. It's not really all that cold, but it is going to get down into the mid to upper 30s here where it is going to be snowing. And as you can see here, with that colder air filtering in, we have that rain that changes over to snow across much of Wisconsin, down and across portions of northern Illinois during the Tuesday afternoon time frame. Even continuing into Tuesday evening here, you can see some snow across parts of northern Illinois up into Wisconsin as well. And then as we head into Tuesday night and Wednesday morning here, as the storm system starts to occlude, because it takes the track of like this, the storm system really starts to wrap up and it starts to occlude here. And as it occludes, it's going to wrap all of that precipitation, all that rain and thunderstorm activity, all that moisture is going to wrap around the backside of the storm system, and it is going to be in the form of snow here, as you can see, Northern parts of central Illinois, eastern Iowa, up into Wisconsin and northern Michigan as well. So this is for Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. We could see some snow. As you can see here, even continuing into the day on Wednesday, we could have a little bit of snow here across parts of northern Illinois. And where the temperatures are a little bit warmer, you can see it's rain shower activity on the outskirts here. And then as we head into Wednesday night and Thursday morning, maybe a couple of additional snow showers here on the backside of what is now a weakening area of low pressure. Not much more accumulation expected. And then by the time we get into the day on Thursday here, you can see things really dry out across the region as that storm system weakens and moves off towards the east. So with that said, though, we are going to be dealing with some accumulation of this snowfall across portions of the state. Now, most of this is going to fall in two periods. The first period of snow that could accumulate will be across parts of northern Illinois. That first accumulation could occur during the Tuesday afternoon time frame. Then we'll see a second round of snow that'll accumulate across a much larger area from Tuesday night and into the morning and afternoon hours on Wednesday. So kind of two waves of snow that we're going to be watching for across different portions of the state. But when you add them all together, for most areas, it's not going to amount to much. You can see this light baby blue color here from northeastern down into central Illinois. Maybe some areas could pick up a dusting of snow between that Tuesday, Wednesday time frame here, especially most of that area will see the snow Tuesday night into Wednesday. Maybe a dusting of snow for these areas here, including the Chicago area, Champaign, Bloomington, Peoria, Quad Cities area. You folks could pick up a dusting of snow. That would mostly fall Tuesday night into Wednesday morning and Wednesday afternoon. Up here across northern Illinois here, up here across northern Illinois, further north here, you will notice we're expecting more on the order of maybe 1 to 3 inches of snow in this medium blue color here. That's where we could see 1 to 3 inches of snow being possible. And then further north, closer to the Wisconsin border, including near the Rockford area, this dark blue corridor, that's where 2 to 5 inches of snow is looking possible. And then as you head far enough north, up into southern Wisconsin, and even further north than that, they could see 4 to 7 inches of snow. And then as you work deeper up into Wisconsin, up towards the Green Bay area, they could see quite a bit of snow up towards the Green Bay area, up towards the Door County area as well. So comparatively speaking, we're not expecting nearly as much as they are up in Wisconsin here across northern Illinois, but nonetheless, a little bit of April snow on the way for Tuesday and into Wednesday, maybe lingering a little bit into early Thursday for some areas as well. But I do want to point out the temperatures during this snow on Tuesday into Wednesday, the temperatures are going to be very marginal. For the areas that see the heaviest snow, temperatures may get down into the mid to upper 30s during the snowfall. Some of these other areas will be in the 30s to near 40 during some of this snowfall. So it's not going to accumulate efficiently. It's going to be a heavy snow. It'll be a wetter snow consistency. And it's the type of situation where you will see the snow accumulate on those colder surfaces much more than you will those warmer surfaces. So it'll be the case where you see more accumulation on the grass than you will on paved surfaces due to the marginal temperatures that are expected. Now, in addition to the snow, we're actually going to be expecting some fairly gusty winds, especially out here across northwest and west central Illinois. That's where we could see some fairly gusty winds Tuesday night and into portions of the day on Wednesday out across that part of the state. You could see some wind gusts even close to 40-45 miles per hour at times out here, like I said, across northwestern and western Illinois, maybe wind gusts up to 40-45 miles per hour being possible, especially for Tuesday night and into Wednesday with that little bit of snow that we are expecting here. So quite an active period of weather here we are dealing with over the next couple of days with the severe weather and then also a turn to some snow being possible for some areas as well. All right here, but just to summarize here what we have discussed in this video, once again, we are dealing with some shower and thunderstorm activity across portions of the state tonight. Central Illinois, you're picking up some rainfall still tonight. Southern Illinois, including the I-70 and I-64 corridors. Southern Illinois, we're going to continue to be running the risk for some severe weather overnight tonight and into the morning hours on Tuesday. And as you can see here on our updated severe weather forecast for the rest of tonight, that continued severe weather risk overnight tonight and into Tuesday morning across southern Illinois. Then for Tuesday, during the morning, middle of the day, and afternoon, we'll be running a severe weather risk across southern and eastern Illinois. And then additionally, once again, we're going to be dealing with the chance for some accumulating snow. This could fall in two waves here. The first wave will be Tuesday afternoon. That first wave of snow could affect northern areas, and then the second wave of snow for Tuesday night and into Wednesday, that'll affect much larger corridor here. And as you can see here, we are expecting some minor snowfall accumulation, especially for you folks up here across far northern Illinois, northwestern Illinois. That's where we could see potentially maybe a couple of inches of snow for Tuesday into Wednesday. See Billy checking in here with a question, wondering how much will stick to paved areas in the Rockford area. As I was mentioning a couple of minutes ago, this is going to be a very marginal temperature situation. So this is one of those cases where you're going to see more snow on the grassy surfaces than you will on the paved surfaces. And that's not to say that you're not going to get accumulation on the paved surfaces, but just due to the marginal temperature profiles we're dealing with, the snowfall will be more efficiently accumulating on the colder surfaces than it will on the warmer surfaces. So with that said here, like I said, active another 2 days or so of weather conditions here coming up across the state. But we'll go ahead and end this discussion here for tonight as we approach now 12:15 a.m. here. So we are after midnight. We'll go ahead and wrap up this discussion. We'll continue to monitor the severe weather situation as much as we can overnight tonight and also through the morning and afternoon hours on Tuesday. And then our focus will also start to turn to that accumulating snowfall potential across northern and even central portions of the state for Tuesday and into Wednesday. But for now, we'll wrap this up, and we will be back on in the morning once again with another full update. But like I said, we'll be monitoring the situation as best we can overnight tonight as well. So with that said, everyone have a great night, and keep an eye to the severe weather conditions possible overnight tonight across southern Illinois.